The Fed announced a rate cut yesterday. We're going to talk about that, plus congressional funding that could be on the way to help farmers, and a lot more on today's episode of the Arkansas AgCast, which starts right now.
You're listening to the Arkansas AgCast, where we discuss the latest news, trends, and issues impacting Arkansas farmers and ranchers. Our show is brought to you by the Arkansas Farm Bureau Federation and hosted by Jason Brown and John Nickman.
That's true.
It is. That may be the truest thing you hear on this show.
I needed that. I needed a good laugh to get me kick-started here.
It's not because we're willingly putting false information.
No. It's just sometimes we,
you know, our sources could be wrong.
We're humans. It's kind of like that 4th of July where we actually told people don't go repeating any of this that you heard here.
This is a safe place.
Yeah, exactly. Don't hold it against us. Yeah. Hey, it's Thursday again.
It is,
which means we're in this studio.
Is that 2 Thursdays in a row?
It is 2 Thursdays in a row.
That's a record for the last few months.
Yeah, it is. But I know I'm glad to be here, be recording this show today.
Careful, don't hurt yourself with the math there.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Look, he's already stunned. Man, did y'all know it is September 18th?
Hard to believe, isn't it?
I mean, it was just Labor Day.
Yeah.
It was just Labor Day. It was just the beginning of September.
What is the last day of summer officially? Have we passed that yet?
I think it was last week, perhaps, maybe.
Good. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I know. We know how you feel about that.
Hate to see you go, but bye.
It doesn't feel like fall yet.
It does not. It's pretty. I mean, it's been hot all week. It's been
warm. You know, we had that cool front come in, and that was a bit of a tease.
Yep, I think, and but that meme always makes it around, false fall or whatever. I was incorrect. The official last day of summer is September 21st, or 22nd, rather.
Man, just a few more days.
So you got a few more days. Next week, next Monday will be the last day of summer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we always see that like false fall, like, whatever, the different levels of weather or climate in Arkansas. And we definitely got that. I mean, 2 weekends in a row, weekend of Labor Day and the weekend of the game.
Do you think that was our autumn?
Oh, no, I don't really know.
Do you think
the
autumn
difference.
really exists anymore in the state of Arkansas?
I don't really know the difference between autumn and fall.
Autumn comes before fall,
outside
right?
of marketing.
Yeah, that's true. We're not going to get into that. That'll send me down.
Again, it sounds like you're getting into trivia. So,
you got autumn themed trivia today for us.
I can if you want.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, just straight up pumpkin spice trivia.
Well,
what could be pumpkin spice?
If that's the trigger for autumn, then I think some coffee shops around the country have already started pushing that.
Yeah, no doubt.
I know my house smells like pumpkin spice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But you already have your Halloween decorations out.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I thought maybe
you're right.
You're right.
I was thinking about the yard.
Inside.
No, inside, yes, under my.
No, we know
TV.
You're behind outside.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
Well,
I stopped watering the yard.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag for either one of you. But according to Walmart, autumn began like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that. I need a new outdoor rug for my deck. Mine's kind of
dingy.
Yeah, it's kind of seen better days. And so Sunday I grabbed Marilyn. I was like, hey, let's run in. I bet we can even get one on sale.
Yeah.
So we strolled into the garden center, and you know what I saw?
What's that?
All Christmas.
Ooh, they're getting ahead of the game.
Christmas trees, like the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. They were autumn 2 months ago.
Yeah, there was a little corner of Halloween probably, but I mean they were full at my neighborhood.
You might be able to find a little Thanksgiving still.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Thanksgiving, I think, is just out of luck, maybe.
Yeah.
So, Merriam-Webster says that autumn and fall are used interchangeably for the words for the season between summer and winter. fall is more common in American English, but autumn is considered the more formal. So that sounds like
I've always thought
this completely lines up.
I've been watching his face. He's like, I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that.
I think it's two separate things, or it was supposed to be at one point.
Yeah. So, here's an example.
Okay.
The trees are turning. The weather's getting cooler. Pumpkin spice lattes are back. It's fall.
It's fall, y'all.
That's a sample. Yeah. That's a sample sentence they give you that you can say.
But there's nothing for autumn.
No. No, there's not. There's
probably this is just a guess for me, but it may be the region of the country you're in.
Yeah.
Maybe some refer to it as autumn, some refer to it as fall.
Several times in here they talk about England.
Yeah.
Would refer to it as autumn.
I have a feeling, or just, an awareness that maybe in the northeastern part of the country, like more further you get up to Appalachians, it's more of an autumn.
Oh, you get up there where they're doing apple picking and stuff, Boston.
Yeah.
They probably have
apples
autumn.
in autumn. That kind of makes sense to me.
Fall.
Wow.
Fall just sounds more southern.
Yeah. I think you're right.
It's easier to say.
Oh, but speaking of yeah, it is, isn't it? We're always going to err on the side of one syllable
let's not
if we
make
can.
things too difficult around here.
Excuse me. Speaking of that, I have seen the color changing forecast start popping up this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
For leaves. And it looks like most of the state is saying end of October, early November.
Okay.
I think the far northwest corner probably be a little bit earlier based on the map I saw, and then the far southeast corner.
That was always one of the small things that you didn't really think about that I look back on now, like when I was in school, driving back and forth between here and Fayetteville during the fall, seeing all those leaves change colors on I guess it's 49 now. Used to be 540. Interstate. Yeah. It's real pretty up there. I'd definitely suggest taking a drive in that area during that time if you want to catch a football game or
to
something
see
like that.
Yep.
Get your motorcycle, take the picture trail.
I don't know if it's worth that, but I've got a little getaway planned up in that area of the state about middle of November, and I'm hoping the leaves are looking good, man. I'm excited for fall. I mean, soup season, which I don't think we're there yet. But I think we're getting there.
I mean, if you were to hand me a homemade bowl of soup right now, I'd probably eat it and not think twice about the weather.
Have you ever seen cold soup on a menu?
Cold soup.
Yeah. I just testing your patience.
Is that something you've experienced? Or?
I'm watching his facial expressions as you bring these things up.
Is it like the soup version of pasta salad?
I have seen it on the menu. For instance, I see here that there's a cucumber soup, which is probably making you physically ill right now.
I mean, is it? Yeah. Well.
Anyway, there's such things as
cucumber.
I guess my point is there's such thing as cold soup. So you could be having soup now.
Technically, you can eat your soup cold no matter what kind of soup it is.
Look, right here's a recipe for a gazpacho soup that's served cold. That doesn't sound very enticing to me.
I really don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound good.
But yeah, anyway, so there's cold soups. You can have soup now if you want to. I think I'll hold off until the weather cools down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think that translates as well as like cold pizza in the morning,
All right, what do you like better? Cold pizza or cold fried chicken?
Cold pizza.
Have you not heard the thing where people like to eat fried chicken cold too? Have you never heard of that? There's
people out there that eat a lot of weird things. I'm just not one of those.
I know
people that like eating cold, like leftover fried fish. I don't get that either.
No, here's a hot take. I don't like cold pizza.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you'd rather have cold soup?
I'd rather no. I'd rather have the pizza warmed up.
Oh yeah.
Would you eat cold pizza?
It's not my favorite. I have taken a bite of cold pizza while I was waiting on the pizza to warm up, but it was
if I have a microwave near, I'm gonna warm it up.
Right.
I'm not going to just walk past
you
somebody.
don't. But there are people who prefer, who are like, hey, day after pizza, I'd rather have it cold and warmed up.
I knew a person that was, he loved day old, like the next morning, cold pizza, like straight from the fridge.
Yeah.
Cold pizza and flat Coke.
Ugh.
Like flat, like he would leave the 2 liter.
Oh, no.
That was his thing. He didn't like the fizz.
Whatever.
So,
yeah.
But
that's cold pizza, I felt like was a whole cultural
that whole
phenomenon
meal
too
combo
in the
right
80s
there
and
is
90s.
Really,
that was his breakfast.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was just saying, I feel like cold pizza was a thing, like a cultural phenomenon in the 80s and 90s. I don't feel like you hear about it that much anymore. By the way, if you have an air fryer, that's the only way to warm up pizza.
I've been wanting to try that. I have not done that yet.
It's the only way to do it.
I still do the oven.
I've been seeing people do it in a skillet.
Oh, yeah.
So before we got an air fryer, I used a skillet.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the second best method.
You put a lid on it?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Put water in the pan?
No.
I warm ours up in the oven, makes it just a little crispy.
It does.
It's great.
Yeah.
Just let it melt just a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
You're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, you can air fryer, man, 375, 3 minutes.
See, the reason I haven't tried that or the oven, which I've done the oven before, it is better.
Yeah, it is.
And the air fryer probably is better too. But I'm impatient.
Just pop it. Hey, get it 30 seconds in that microwave.
Yeah. On I go.
You're ready to roll.
Yeah.
You're being quite profound today.
It's
just
he is.
It's just the day.
Is it only today?
Y'all got me.
I woke up like this.
It's all yeah. It's 11:30.
I wonder if my dog thought the same thing this morning. Like, wow.
Oh, wow, this guy's really something today.
I have a feeling he was looking at you the way you've been looking at him. So
that's right. Well, it's 11:30 as we're taping this. I was hungry when I came in here, and now I'm very hungry.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about food.
I know it.
Every week.
Every week, that's what we do. All right. Well, I guess we should probably get on down the road here a little bit so we can go eat some lunch, maybe.
Yeah.
I just realized. Okay. All right. Never mind. What else has got going on? Do you want to give us an update on the college football pick'em? Because I know I have truly been enjoying that. But you tell us if I have a reason to be enjoying it or not.
Yeah, you clearly looked at it before you got on the show today. The fearless leader I am of the college pick'em.
Yeah.
Forgot to select my picks until I was in the middle of a 3-year-old's birthday party Saturday morning at like 11:30, which the game started at 11.
Oh yeah, buddy.
So one of my picks didn't even get submitted.
Oh, that's tough.
Which gave Jason incredible amount of opportunity to take over. Here we our standing within the college pick'em. So not only did I suffer terribly, dropping from tied with 4th all the way down. Now I'm tied in 7th with Jason and a few other people. But Jason has this doesn't make any sense.
Tell me more.
Jason has one more loss than I do. Like one pick he got wrong. But we still have each 160 points.
Yeah.
But what he's referring to is that on the leaderboard, he is above me. His name is we're right next to each other. His name is listed above mine.
That's right.
So technically, if you're visually looking at it, Jason is beating me at the moment. But our points are the same. So, yeah.
Oh, I bet that's just alphabetical.
Oh, it is. Yeah, probably so. Anyways.
But Clay Bertrand is still at the top.
Yeah, Clay Bertrand's still at the top. He has 210 points.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3 individuals below him or 2 individuals have 190.
Yeah.
4th place at 180. 5th is 170, and then you have all of us in 7th place with 160 points. Will Hopkins.
Yeah, me, you, and Matthew are all tied for 7th.
Matthew's really jumped up.
Yeah.
And Mark Morgan's in there with us. Let's see, you got.
Oh, that's who I was seeing, Mark Morgan. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Will Hopkins, our local fair lobbyist, he jumped up quite a bit. He's tied in 5th with the AgCast's peanut correspondent.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Other than that, there's some people sprinkled in through there.
We got a couple that looks like they started picking late.
Yeah.
So a 6-4 record here, another 6-4 record. But hey, you know what? They should get in because we give away prizes every month.
That's true.
So go ahead and get in now, kind of get the swing of it. And then when October rolls around, you can make your picks for every week.
What's our calendar look like? We're in the
I think you have,
second to last week.
I think we decided, yep. So we have this weekend and next week. So you still got 2 weekends to pick for September. And then, of course, we'll start over in October.
So I guess August 2nd, we'll announce the winner of September.
October 2nd.
October 2nd.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll be closer to fall then.
Yeah, will officially be fall. How about that? We might even have eaten soup at that point. Who knows?
But anyways, that's all I really have for the college pick'em.
Okay.
If you want to, Clay Bertrand, if that's how you pronounce your last name, sir, he did outstanding his first week and didn't miss a single one, and got every single one right. He got 9 picks wrong, but he is leading with 21 correct picks, and below him 2 people, Chad Jackson and Cliff 316. They're at 19 correct picks. So
Nice.
They're not far behind old Clay here.
Congrats, gents.
So things may change next week.
Yeah.
Clay, you better get it right.
Get on it, man.
Yeah.
Well, what else?
One last thing I have is, I've been harping on the farmers market sign-ups at state convention this year for the last month.
Mm-hmm.
That application period is closed. It closed last week, I think, week before.
Okay.
Not real sure. Time flies when you're as busy as I am. Isn't that right, Jason?
That's right. Yeah.
So
tell us why we're talking about it if it's closed.
We're talking about it since it's closed. Is that we have Monday. Everyone that was accepted or not accepted, one way or another, received an email from yours truly.
Oh, okay.
So if you applied for a farmer's market booth, please check your email. You have until tomorrow to let us know that you're accepting that space, or whether you're not. So please check your email and respond to that email. We'll need your membership number verified. Again, you didn't have to be a member to apply, but to accept the space, you have to be a member. So if you're not a current member right now and you were awarded the space, you'll have to go buy a Farm Bureau membership. So we need proof of that membership purchase, which would be your membership number, and basically just saying that you do accept the spot. So we'll have you all marked down and confirmed. After we get that email verification from you, here in the next few weeks, we'll send out some more information just about the schedule, the detail, what expectations there are, every little detail you need to know about being at the convention. And if you have any questions, of course, you can contact me at john.mcmahon@arfb.com.
Well, how about that?
Yep.
I am panicking because I realize that one of my commodities got struck from the list in my reporting here. So I'm trying to go through quick stats, and I don't think it's going to happen. So
not that one's more important than the other.
Yeah.
Somebody might be.
And I know what happened yesterday in some formatting, but anyway. All right.
I will say it's a good one. I would be surprised if anything negative happened to that particular commodity.
Yeah, that's right. I can tell you about where they are because I do remember what it was. But. All right. Well, let's take a quick look at crop quality and harvest progress real quick. Looking at corn, we don't have condition on anything that's above 50% harvested, 50% or above harvested. So corn, we don't have condition anymore to report, but I can tell you, USDA says that as of this week, we're 85% done with the corn harvest.
Oh wow,
that's we thought it was high last week, and we've gone up even higher this week. Now, this week last year we were at 82%, so kind of on track, a little ahead of that. The 5-year average is 66%, so well ahead of that. Probably this dry weather to contribute to that for sure. Looking at rice, we're at 60% of the rice crop harvested. According to USDA this week, 66% was the number last year. 5-year average, though, is 42%, so well ahead on rice as well. Looking at soybeans, and this is kind of a surprise to me. Well, let me say first, the condition on soybeans, good to excellent, 58% of the crop, 40% of the crop is fair to poor. There is about a 5% downgrade in each one of those categories from last week. So we've seen some quality issues start coming out of the field a little bit. Harvested, though, USDA says a quarter of the state's crop has been harvested.
Last week it was 0.
I did just what I did on corn the first week that we reported on corn. I did just what I did the first week that we reported on peanut harvest. I said, I'm not sure if I believe that. So I did some checking around yesterday and was told, yes, 25% harvested is accurate.
And I know I've asked this question before, but I want to know when the timeline and how quick and current those numbers are, when they're physically being reported, so that you and I can see them.
Yes, so that we can. Well, we know they report them out at 3:00 on Mondays.
Okay,
so I don't know when the cutoff is.
Before, when we reported they were at 0%, the weekend before that, I saw some cut soybeans. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that there was enough to be reported to even be 1%. So maybe that's what it is. I don't.
Yeah,
but I think it's interesting that it jumped from 0 to 25. Maybe things are just moving
that quickly. Right. Yeah, well, I know I am. Probably a lot of people just ready to get it done.
Yeah.
I'm headed to East Arkansas tomorrow, cross county tomorrow, and I'm very much looking forward to that drive, so I can get a good look at what the harvest is looking like.
Yeah.
So
you'll see it.
Cotton, no harvest started there yet, but we can tell you about the condition. Again, a little bit of tick down here. 66% of the state's cotton crop looking good to excellent, with 34% fair to poor. And this is the part where I tell you that peanuts, I don't know what I did in this document. Sometimes I can be technologically challenged, and that must have been it. I can even see the space where it was supposed to go. But peanuts, I think we went up 2% in each category. So Doug maybe jumped up to 5%, 5 or 8%, and then I think harvested was 6% or something like that. But my point is barely moved from last week. And I went back and looked at last year's average and the 5-year average, and we're right on cue. So I know I expressed some skepticism last week, but I take that back. I think we're good. And then pasture land quality, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but 23% in the state at good to excellent, with 57% fair to poor.
It's tough.
So real tough to see that. We continue to see farmers having to get in hay supply because of pastures being so dry, so on and so forth. So anyway, there's your roundup of crop quality and harvest progress, and hope that's helpful to you.
Cool. Well, time for the news.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well, if you caught our deep dive with Miss Margie Raimondo, you heard me, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yep, it was.
You heard me mention that we were getting ready to open up registration for the 2026 Arkansas Farm Trail. Well, if you're a farmer who markets your products direct to consumers and wants to participate in the Arkansas Farm Trail next year, we have good news for you, don't we, Jason?
Yes, absolutely we do.
So after a successful first year, the Arkansas Farm Trail Passport Program is back for its second season, and we're expanding to add more farms. This program is designed for farmers who are interested in joining the farm trail, promoting their products, and welcoming visitors to their farm. Here's how it works. When customers visit participating farms, they'll have a special Arkansas Farm Trail Passport that gets stamped at the time of purchase on your farm. As they collect stamps from different farms, they'll become eligible for prizes, and along the way, they'll get to know your farm story, see how you raise or grow food, and of course, buy products directly from you. The more farms they visit, the more rewards they can earn, and it's a fun way to connect Arkansans with the people who grow their food, and a great way for you, the farmer, to reach new customers. For farmers who join, there are a lot of benefits. More visibility means more sales, plus the program comes with statewide marketing to help drive traffic to your farm. You'll also receive promotional items like signage, displays, T-shirts, and passports to make participation easy. And the best part, it's free with your Arkansas Farm Bureau membership, so no additional cost to you. So who's eligible? The Farm Trail is open to farmers who produce local foods like fruits, vegetables, grains, and animal products, as well as value-added items like jams, jellies, and pickles, just to name a few. To qualify, you must sell from a dedicated structure such as a farm stand, a shop, barn, or storefront. Applications for the 2026 season are open now through Friday, October 17th, but space is limited and selections will be based on factors such as regional diversity and products offered. If you're interested in joining the Arkansas Farm Trail, apply today at ar.ugb.edu farmtrail.com or contact me, John McMahon, at 501-228-1267, or you can catch me by my email at john.mcmahon@arfb.com. So I can help you with the application process or how to access it online. So be sure to not miss this chance to grow your farm business and connect with consumers across the state. And remember, sign up for the 2026 season will end on October the 17th. So if you want to be considered for the 2026 season, make sure you get registered by then.
Get in there. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see how we grow, who we grow with.
Yeah.
And what the second year of the program. Congrats to you, by the way.
Thank you.
Having a second year of the program.
Oh, congrats to y'all. Y'all are on the committee.
We are. And we did a lot of that work. I mean, to get us here to the second year.
But just like anything else that happens, you got to have a pretty face. Be up front.
That's where the success comes from.
Oh boy.
Gosh, I don't know.
No, all jokes aside, this program, there's a lot of people involved, a lot of hands that are doing a really good job to not only help me, but help the organization promote agriculture in this kind of sector of the industry.
Yeah, it's great. Great to see. Great to be a part of it. It's one of the funnest things that I personally get to do here outside of sitting next to you every week.
Well, I'm about to put you to work, so be careful what you say.
You did as soon as we sat down. Like, hey, I need a press release. Get on it. So, all right. Well, listen, my first story of the day covers a topic that we haven't really talked about much this year, and I'll say yet, and that is drought. We're going to talk about how your help is needed in reporting drought conditions across the state. This summer started with steady rains that kept Arkansas fields green and ponds full, of course, but in recent weeks, those showers have dried up. Across the state, counties are now facing worsening drought conditions with pastures stressed, crops struggling, and rural communities growing more concerned, of course. One of the most important tools for understanding and documenting drought is the U.S. Drought Monitor. Updated every Thursday, it's produced by the National Drought Mitigation Center, USDA, and NOAA. The map combines satellite data, weather station reports, and soil models to classify drought into 5 levels, from abnormally dry to exceptional dry. Now, these classifications matter because they help determine eligibility for disaster assistance, crop insurance adjustments, and water policy decisions. That's the important part.
Yeah.
But data alone cannot capture the whole picture. So that's why local input from farmers and ranchers is so critical. Through Condition Monitoring Observer Reports, or CMOR, producers can document what they see on the ground. Things like stressed pastures, low water supplies, or crop losses. These reports fill in the gaps that satellites and models might miss, giving drought experts a clearer understanding of conditions across Arkansas. So when you submit this report, it's really quite simple. You can use a desktop platform or download the mobile app, which makes it easy to pinpoint your location. You can upload your photos right there in the field or pasture and describe the conditions directly from where you're standing.
It's pretty cool.
If you use the mobile app. Yeah. The reason these are important is because those observations are then reviewed and incorporated into that U.S. Drought Monitor every week that, again, is published on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So what we at Arkansas Farm Bureau are doing is encouraging all farmers to take part in this. When you report conditions early, you help ensure that your community is accurately represented, and you strengthen the reliability of the nation's drought monitoring system. 4, step-by-step instructions on how to download and use the CMOR app, and that is CMOR. See the official fact sheet, which is called How to Submit Drought Conditions Reports, at drought.unl.edu. That is UNL, like University of Nebraska Lincoln. They are one of the partners on this. So I'll say that one more time. To get instructions and to figure out where to download the app, go to drought.unl.edu. So there you go. We need your help reporting this. It's just kind of when we ask you to give your input in surveys or things like that, comment periods. Same thing applies here. Like when you pull that map up and you see where they've designated drought and how that aligns up with the reports they've received, you can clearly see that it makes a difference when you report those things.
Yeah.
And
boots
that
on the
can
ground information, really.
Yeah, and that can be tied right back to that disaster relief funding. So
and there's been several situations where, the county is reporting one level, but you at your operation haven't seen rain for weeks.
That's right.
Longer than what they're reporting that area has seen.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity to change that or fix it to some extent.
That's right. I was just looking at the map, and we've got several counties in wildfire danger zone. There's probably, I don't know, from most of the eastern part of the state, and then there's 20 counties that are in burn bans right now.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to grow by the day until we get some of this rain next week.
Yeah, we need it.
But we're playing catch up. We just talked about pasture land quality, things like that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, all right, well, let's step away from the news to hear about the Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas.
Let's do it.
I got a call saying that my plan was going to be canceled at the end of April. I really was kind of in panic mode to try and find a new health plan. Me being young and having 2 young kids at home, health insurance is vital for us. I got on the phone with Farm Bureau and I got in touch with an agent. It took me about 30 minutes, and then about 3 days later, I was approved, ready to go, whole family. I took a deep sigh of relief. So with Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas, I'm saving close to $300 a month. You cannot find this plan anywhere else. Get after it and get it.
Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
All right, for my last story of the week, which is always my last story of the week, the Federal Reserve made some big news this week, announcing its first interest rate cut of the year.
Yeah.
They lowered the benchmark rate by a quarter point, putting it at a range of 4% to 4.25%.
Okay.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell said the main reason was a cooling labor market. The August jobs report only showed 22,000 new jobs, which was way below expectations. And unemployment has ticked up to 4.3%. That's the highest level we've seen since 2017, but outside of those pandemic years.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of what I wanted to focus on, there's a slew of different articles and stuff out there on this particularly, and gives a bunch of reasons. I wanted to focus more on agriculture.
Yeah.
And what this rate cut meant for the ag industry or ag economy. Well, for starters, borrowing just got it a little cheaper possibly. Farmers depend on credit, of course, whether it's operating loans or seed and fertilizer or financing for land and equipment. Even a small cut like this can save thousands of dollars a year on $1 million operating loan. If more cuts come later this year, it could make a real difference heading into the 2026 planting season. There's also the export angle. Lower interest rates often weaken the U.S. dollar, and that makes American farm products more competitive overseas. For Arkansas crops like rice and soybeans and poultry, for example, that's a big deal. It could help offset some of the pressure we've seen from tariffs that have been pushing costs higher since the spring. Also, a softer dollar could open more doors in foreign markets and keep demand strong. And let's not forget consumers, right? So cheaper borrowing costs can help families keep spending on food even if the job market slows. That's good for everything from meat to fresh produce to value-added products. The flip side is if unemployment keeps climbing, folks may trade down to cheaper options, which can hit higher value farm goods. On top of that, inflation is still sitting at 2.9% above the Fed's target. And of course, that target is 2%.
Yeah.
That means farmers are still paying more for fuel, fertilizer, and other inputs, even as their interest costs come down. So the bottom line, the Fed's move is a bit of good news for farmers when it comes to financing and maybe not, maybe exports, right? But challenges like high input costs, tariffs, and softening job market are still in play. It's just kind of a reminder that decisions in Washington, of course, ripple all the way down to the farm gate here in Arkansas.
Yeah.
So interest rates, you, me, average Joe people.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe some good news. There is some concern that it could cause inflation to go back up.
Right.
With everything in the ag industry the way it is, or ag economy, this is a step in the right direction as far as kind of lending goes. But I guess we're taking this with a grain of salt, right? Or I should suggest what I say here is take this with a grain of salt. It's not going to turn heads and change your world by any means, but
no,
at least it's not terrible news.
Yeah, those mortgages are not going to go back down to sub 3%.
No,
based off of this.
No.
So all right. Well, that's good news though. Like you said, it is moving in the right direction. So. Well, farmers across Arkansas, speaking of the economy, are continuing to face challenges as input costs remain high, crop prices lag, and weather events add further strain, as we've been talking about today. Members of the state's congressional delegation say they're pushing for new federal assistance to help producers make it through another year. Senator John Bozeman, the state senior senator and chair of the Senate Ag Committee, said he's been in talks with congressional leaders in the administration about a possible relief package by the end of the year. While details are not finalized, Bozeman emphasized the urgency, noting that farmers across the country are struggling to keep operations afloat. Representative French Hill of Little Rock echoed those concerns during a recent telephone town hall, drawing on his own banking experience with Arkansas row crop farmers. Hill said this marks the fourth fall of a perfect storm. As producers are squeezed between high costs and stagnant crop prices, many farmers, he noted, are still holding last year's crop in storage, unable to sell at a profit. Arkansas producers say the challenges are piling up, of course, something we've talked a lot about. Newport farmer Jeff Rutledge, who grows soybeans and rice, reported that even with record yields, as many as 70% of producers lost money last year due to the widening gap between prices and expenses. He also noted that flooding this spring prevented him from planting half his acreage. Tariffs have further complicated matters, driving up the cost of fertilizers and equipment parts. Both Bozeman and Hill expressed concerns about the impact on producers, with Hill cautioning against across-the-board tariffs that make it hard for farmers to plan ahead. Congress did approve $31 billion in farm relief last year, including $10 billion for direct assistance, but Arkansas farm groups argue that more help is needed soon. Arkansas Farm Bureau and other ag organizations have urged lawmakers to secure a new support package before farmers make planning and final decisions for 2025. While the recently passed One Big Beautiful Bill Act updated farm programs and raised reference prices for commodities, those changes will not take effect until fall of 2026, as we've talked about here. Bozeman and Hill both say that this is going to leave a critical gap in the meantime, of course. As Congress works to avoid a government shutdown at month's end, Bozeman said he wants lawmakers to consider farm relief as part of the negotiations. Both he and Hill acknowledge that without targeted aid, many Arkansas farmers may not be able to keep their operations going. This is a story, John, that you and I hear a lot.
Yeah, every day.
We're familiar with this. This is very real. Very, very glad, I should say, to see that there is some official word. Secretary Rollins was here earlier this week to talk to the National Ag Secretaries group. She said, acknowledged that there may be some they're trying to work on some things in her department as well. So hopefully, fingers crossed, with all this conversation, there's
it feels
fire
like
where the
something's going to
smoke
happen,
is, right?
But when and how?
When and how and what?
Yeah.
I mean, so anyway, all right. Well, that wraps up the news, I think, for us.
Good deal. So
it's a lot.
I know everybody's hungry and you're ready to get out of here.
That's true.
Let us begin with
Did he slow that down a little bit?
Yeah, he did. That was different.
Change up.
Thought I'd mess with you just a little bit today.
Yeah.
So, what category do you want?
I think I picked first last week.
You did pick first last week. Open board, I assume.
It's pretty open.
I'm gonna go.
I'll tell you
if it's always
like going crazy.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go science, geography.
I was thinking even crazy.
General, pretty crazy.
Actually,
there's general.
Oh, is that a spider's web trying to pull us in?
Can't.
All right, listen, I'll go general. Why not?
Okay.
How about that?
It's like trying to get information out of the dealer at a poker game.
Yeah.
You just
it's
don't
just a game. It's a game the whole time. All right.
Is that how it is?
No, I'm in with general. No.
What gets wetter and wetter the more it dries?
Wetter and wetter. This is a riddle. This doesn't feel like trivia. This takes us back to the old riddle days, which we used to do.
Yeah.
I have actually given you guys this one before.
Have you really?
I just want to see if you can get it this time.
What gets wetter and wetter, the more it dries? I am drawing it blank.
And if you're listening now and you know the answer because you've heard it before, let the shaming begin.
Ridicule us in the comments. It's wetter and wetter the more it dries.
I can't think very abstractly at the moment, I guess.
My brain's not working.
I'm going to start bringing a timer.
I give up. Yeah. How about that?
You won. Congratulations.
A towel.
That's true.
That's a good one.
Okay.
All right. Your turn, buddy. Good luck.
Stumped so hard right there.
My hands are freezing.
I'm
so
cold too.
in here. I can't think. I'm so cold.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, with the yawn. Just a full-throated yawn.
Yeah. The excitement. Let me, yeah. Let's do history.
History. What was the U.S. first commercial radio station?
We're podcast people, not radio people.
Yeah, exactly. We established that last week.
The U.S.'s first commercial radio
It's poorly worded. It should be, what was the first U.S. commercial radio station? But they put, what was the U.S. first commercial radio station?
Oh, yeah, it is poorly worded.
I don't know. I feel like I could just spit out a bunch of random numbers, make sure, or letters.
I'll even let you have it if you can guess the city.
Oh.
The city.
I'm not going to make you say the call letters or even the,
I will tell you that the
numbers
call letters will start with a W.
That's what I was kind of thinking. What's the one? It's not WNBC, is it?
I don't know what you're thinking about.
I don't
Just
know.
go for that. Yeah, that's a good guess.
Sure, and I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere in Boston or New York, Philadelphia,
Man, you're getting close.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
No.
Hmm.
You were closer with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pittsburgh.
And it doesn't start with a W. It starts with a K.
Oh, we're on this side of the river.
What does that mean?
KDKA.
Everything east of the Mississippi, call letters start with W.
Really?
Everything west of the Mississippi, call letters start with K.
Why is that? I've never realized that.
Old FCC rule.
Wonder what what's the W stand for? Weather?
No, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they chose W and K. I just know that it's divided by the Mississippi River. Which, by the way, should earn me a point for something.
Yeah.
Because that's solid trivia.
Well, okay. So,
What was the call signs?
KDKA.
KDKA. Like I said, you could just throw out a random slew of letters.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
Starts with a K or W, apparently. You've been pretty close.
All right.
Should we wrap it up there?
No.
If you,
No.
if
All right.
you got to go.
Get you another one wrong.
He's hoping he can get one right.
Can you give me another general or is it off?
Oh, no, there's another general.
Okay. All right.
Plenty
All
more
right.
where that came from.
Here we are.
He's like, oh, yeah, there's another
Yeah.
general.
And
Okay.
it's very fitting. The fear of punishment is known as what?
Gosh. Shoot. I don't know.
I don't know.
Punophobia.
Poinophobia.
Poinophobia.
How about that?
Almost. That
You're-
close. Still wrong.
You know what? I'm feeling generous today. I'm going to let you have it.
How about
How about that?
How
One
about that?
point.
For some
One
reason,
out of
that doesn't
three.
make me feel any different.
Well, we continue our slump in trivia, which is
It's
really
been a
just
tough-
hard.
so-
Tough summer.
It's been a tough summer. The whole summer. It has been, hasn't
You
it?
guys need to start practicing something.
Yeah, just start reading. I guess that wraps us up.
That it does. It's over. Finally made it to the end.
All right. Well, listen, that wraps up the news for this week. Thanks for following along with the Arkansas AgCast. We're grateful for you taking the time to watch and listen.
Absolutely. Remember, you can catch new episodes of the show every Thursday afternoon.
Just keep going.
Oh, it's a struggle. Find video episodes on Facebook and YouTube. Listen to the audio version wherever you listen to podcasts.
Make sure to subscribe and leave us a review when you have a few extra minutes. The Arkansas AgCast is brought to you by the Arkansas Farm Bureau. Goodness gracious, I'm Jason Brown.
And yes, I am John McMahon.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.